I'm not like most people. Bitcoin is $82,000. Still, CTO Larsson is not dancing. Why? I mean, we got this whole cycle mostly right. 5 days ago at 73k, I already said we got the breakout. We got the horizontal breakout after all with Larsson Line Gold. And 1 month ago, down here at 62k, you remember this video, which I hope was clear enough. Larsson Line is gold! Larsson Line is gold, everyone! The exact support was 60,800 that I've talked about for half a year. It was exactly right. And down here at 54k, we identified the first higher low and the first sign of a turnaround, only 1 day after it happened. And if we go back further to the beginning of this cycle, some of you will remember this video. Did I buy yet? Clear answer and why. Bitcoin is back, baby! So, did I buy? Yes, I did! I bought here on the 10th of January last Tuesday, as posted in our Discord here. I think the exact level was 17,433. Then I added at the confirmed gold flip at about 21,000. At that time, it seemed a really big deal, lots of emotion, if I front ran the Larsson Line Gold flip a little, here at 17k, or just bought at the gold flip at 21k. Now, if the entry was at 17k or 18k, 21k, it doesn't matter, does it? Because Bitcoin is at $82,000. And of course, we could back up all the way to 2017 when I made my first videos on my old channel, which I reposted some time back. And the details of this whole 2024 consolidation, the support and resistance levels, the diagonal pattern breakout, we got it all mostly right. And Larsson Line was gold at breakout, irrespective of interpretation. Again, now it has worked for 7 years. I made it in 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24. So why, Larsson? Why are you not jumping around? It's just my personality. I like the struggle. I like climbing the mountain, hacking into the ice, snow and hail and wind on your face, bleeding toes. It's not despite your hardships that you get on in life. It's because of them. So now that we've had a really tough stretch in the crypto markets, forge it, love it, craft it, turn it into your biggest strength. It's a blessing in disguise because it makes you tougher. Cherish your bleeding toes and toughen the fuck up. In the challenge lies the growth. Then when reaching the top, the sun comes out, the birds are chirping, and turns out there's a freaking ski lift on the other side of the mountain, taking you down, heated with elevator music and hot chocolate. Most people like that easy ride on the other side of the mountain. I like tough. Now, I'm not so dumb that I will try to climb down the gondola with a rope. I will enjoy the views from here. I will watch my Bitcoin exposure make me more money. No need to overthink it. This is a picture-perfect retest in an uptrend. This is a clean break with Larsson Line Gold. Bitcoin is trending again in price discovery. There is no action to take here for me. I will ride the comfy Bitcoin gondola. BlackRock is playing the music. Record-breaking inflows. $1.4 billion in a day. I will drink my hot chocolate. And they haven't even started serving the Jägermeister yet. If you go to mainstream media, here they are still sour about Trump winning, CNBC, tariff threat looms. Europe markets, Asia Pacific, Japanese stocks that trade like Bitcoin. And only here, Bitcoin at its all-time high. Right now, we're riding the easy ride. But I'm still gazing out the window, searching for the next mountain. And to me, it's pretty clear what that next mountain is. For most of 2024, most of the established altcoins versus BTC have looked like this: Ethereum, ADA, AVAX, Near Protocol, Link, Render, Polygon, and Gary Gensler's favorite protocol, Algorand. The clearest exception is of course Solana, but as friends of the channel will recall, the great calls we did at 2021-23, which now have hit 10x, was down here in October last year. Not this year. Even Solana this year in 2024 has only been exactly flat versus BTC. It didn't matter if you held Solana or Bitcoin, even though Solana has completely dominated the narrative 2024, leading the meme coin trading cycle and completely stealing the fanfare from Ethereum. And from Binance Smart Chain, which held the lower cost, higher speed narrative last cycle. I'm not saying there's no coins that haven't gone up. Of course there's many and we've covered some of them on the channel. But let's take Sui on everyone's lips now. It's still at the same level versus BTC as it was in February. Cardano's giga pump this week. Well, the year started here. What is this? Altseason for mice? The only real winners of the year has been the cult meme coins. Doge of course being the grandfather, OG here, which is actually up. WIF is actually up versus Bitcoin, and arguably quite easy to chart. Same with Popcat and many others which didn't die, as many, including myself, actually expected. And BOZO still up 5-6x from my video earlier in the year, and with like 20 entry opportunities right on support along the way. Now of course I covered this one because it had technology innovation that I liked, not because of the meme elements, but still, meme elements haven't gone away. Okay, now finally coming to the point. My big observations are: number one, the change in policy as a result of the Trump win in the US should logically have a bigger impact on altcoins, because they were so pressured by the old administration. The only exception among the altcoins were the meme coins, which seemed like it got a pass, so they did well. And number two, the insight number one hasn't yet been translated into the market. Everything except the meme coins have had a catastrophic year if looking at the altcoin versus BTC charts. Even Solana, the grand slam winner of this year, has just been flat. Even after the big pump this week, even after the big pumps in Cardano from Charles Hoskinson talking about helping the US government. Still lower than the beginning of the year in BTC terms. So I think the mountain, the altcoin mountain, is still ahead, still above us, still not climbed. I think that's where the biggest opportunities lie now. Not replacing the Bitcoin gondola. We still ride that, but the next mountain. Also, I think the exact path up the altcoin mountain isn't obvious. During many of the previous cycles, last cycle's winners didn't win the next cycle. They had too many bag holders waiting to dump, and I think the current cycle could be even worse in that regard. Many of the current infrastructure projects have launched the token sale only after the team insiders and VCs had already realized most of the gains. Then they launched. More like an IPO where the team and VCs sell, dumping on the public. That's what the stricter regulation achieved. It didn't protect the retail investors. No. I think we need to roll up our sleeves and look better for the hidden path. The few rare strong blocks of ice where we can strike our pickaxe. None of which will be obvious or talked about much. My advice to you now is this. Of course, celebrate the success if you're here and followed through this rough consolidation period, this time capitulation period, and if you didn't quit, well done. But celebrate briefly. Next, get on my freaking course. And if you've taken it, get on Larsson Online Pro now. Because stuff is coming soon. Familiarize yourself with the tools and process now, because things might move fast from here. Just don't get scammed, please. I have only one website, and it's ctolarsson.com. Let's climb the mountain. My commitment to you, I won't ease up here. On the contrary, now is the time to double down. I think we have a very exciting time period ahead in the markets. And may I remind you, at a day like this, it feels impossible. But most people without a process, without tools, will end up losing money in the end. How is that even possible with a market that goes up thousands of %? It's very simple. They buy bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger positions closer to the top. The level of euphoria is the highest at the price tops. By definition, when the last person has bought, that is the top. So even if they rode this 1,000% up, even if the drawdown is moderate, still way higher than their first entry, it's easy to still end up in the minus overall, and potentially by a lot. With certainty, most people will end up like that this time as well. Don't be one of those. Realize that this is difficult, prepare and equip yourself accordingly. Don't climb a mountain in your sneakers or high heels and realize halfway up that it's slippery when it's already too late. That is my best advice to everyone, especially now that the euphoria starts to build. The Bitcoin chart looks great, the altcoin mountain is next. Okay, so while editing the video, getting myself a sandwich and a haircut, price has now gone to almost 85,000. So maybe, is it after all time? Thank you, CTO Larsson.